Alright, so I'm trying to free up a bit more space in terms of, well, all that my computer is using, because, yeah, I do think, once again, Discord was kind of the main reason I was having some trouble there, because, yeah, activating the stream, does seem to use up a lot of, CPU and memory. Not like the majority of it, but quite a bit. And having all those other programs open on other stuff, I guess it added up to where it couldn't handle the game. So, despite how much I'd love to have Discord open, this is another instance where I think I might have to consider with certain games if it's a good idea to be on Discord or not. Because this is one of those situations where it looks to me like I'm not quite there yet. I mean, the stream's running just fine now. So, let's try getting a game opened up. I already closed out Hollow Knight, so I'm sort of wondering if it might be a good idea to open up something else in the meantime, seeing how I'm basically at the point where I've stopped playing Hollow Knight. What to play? Okay, stream is still... Okay, so let's try getting Hollow Knight opened back up to see how this goes. So I open up Hollow Knight. Then we'll see how that affects, like, usage and, like, the CPU. Okay, so looking at the game now opened up, yeah, Hollow Knight's also using up a fairly decent amount of memory, so I think that was kind of the problem, is that, yeah, like, this is using up a lot of CPU, the game. Hollow Knight, wow, Hollow Knight uses up a surprisingly large amount of CPU. So, hey, welcome back, Kurumi. So, I'm sort of taking a look at my computer here, and it does seem to be a problem with my computer, where I think with the fact that apparently Hollow Knight uses up quite a bit of CPU, so because of that, I'm gonna have to minimize the amount of programs I have open, so I can make sure it doesn't mess up the bit rate. Because, yeah, looking at the results here, it seems like Hollow Knight uses up a surprisingly high amount of CPU. I don't know how it's using up so much CPU just for a single game to run. But nonetheless, that's what's happening. Nonetheless, I've minimized the amount of programs I have opened, so there isn't any CPU issues. Or any CPU issues that interferes with the bitrate of the stream. That is, unfortunately, the best way I can get this to work for now. I mean, at least it works. That's the good news, though. It does leave me questioning how these particular kind of streams are going to work moving forward. Nonetheless, let's give the Pantheon of Hallownest another go. I wonder if it was a good idea for me to reset this. But yeah, I think when it comes to certain Steam games, like Hollow Knight here, I'm probably gonna have to, like, not use Discord. There are certain games that I don't think will use up that much. I think it'll still be possible to be on Discord, because, like, I know some games, like, I wouldn't think Touhou or games like Undertale and stuff would use up that much CPU, and I know there's games I don't always play on the PC, so I suppose certain streams I could still do voice chat on Discord, but for this particular game, for some reason, this game is using up a lot more CPU than usual. At least that's how I see it, so I think the best option for now is to just go ahead and take a break from Discord on the streams so I can make sure things are functioning properly, and yeah. Did you have a delicious dinner? Yep, my dinner was delicious. Thank you for asking, Kurumi. sure are spawning in a lot of Venge Flies. Again. So a little bit more probably after he's faced a few hits from the my spells now, so shouldn't take long to take this Venge Fly out. There we go. But yeah, I think this is another instance where to keep the bit rate as high as possible. Nope, no. Oh my goodness, I'm off to a bad start this run. Okay, back up to full health. I do wonder, who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to add in bindings to something that's already ridiculously hard? Because, like, even without the bindings, this challenge can be quite hard. But the fact that, you know, it's a boss rush of every boss in the game, including the hardest ones. So it's like, on its own, this challenge isn't easy, and the fact that they have you do, like, bindings and stuff, it's difficult. Dude, just want to say that I used to have a problem where my CPU fan would go insane when playing Hollow Knight only, and apparently what was causing it was uncapped FPS. After I capped it or played with VSync, it was fine. Really? Like, is there a way I can adjust that? Let me take a look here. Show achievements. Game, audio. Okay, because that would definitely explain the messed up bitrate my stream's been having whenever I have Discord open. I mean, Discord on its own has done a few things to slow some things down. So, leave on for a smoother experience. Prevents screen tearing. So, you're saying I should turn on VSync? As well as a frame rate cap is on. So, yeah, let's try turning on VSync. So, what does preventing screen tearing mean? Thank you very much for that informational chat message, WTF_spammer over on Twitch. Yeah, let's try turning this on. Wait, I can only have one on at a time? That is very... But yeah, I'll try the VSync to see how that changes things. I don't know if it's going to be a noticeable difference at all, or what that's going to do, but... Yeah, let's give that a shot. So I was, like, seeing this thing, like, tearing away at a good chunk of my CPU, and it was, like, likely the main reason why there was a large slowdown in bitrate, and the main reason why I stopped using Discord, because I felt like I was having to minimize the programs used. I mean, this isn't exactly the best quality gaming PC, like... Maybe it was good back when I first made it, but nowadays, this is getting to be a pretty old computer, since it was made using cheap parts. I mean, still fairly good, seeing how it's still, you know, capable of running games at a decent rate. But yeah, thank you very much for... to the game. Ow. And this boss is so easy. Like, if you have the right charms, like, this boss can become, like, the easiest, like, laughably easy. Okay, this guy's getting a lot of hits out of me. I kind of don't like that. How many hits is this boss gonna get off of me? That's probably the most amount of hits this boss has ever gotten off of me. Also, spammer, welcome in. I'm not sure from your username if you're, like, actually spam or, seeing how you delivered a legitimately interesting chat message that you legit helped me out there. But nonetheless, thanks, welcome to the stream. So I'm still unsure how I want to go about college assignments, because, like, the only thing I could see myself doing here that would fit well with the stream would be, like, some extra credit textbook readings, which, I mean, could be quite worthwhile. I'm glad to see I got the stream working again. Oh, that was a bad time to dash. Oh, okay, that was a stupid move. I'm getting too careless with my healing is what I'm doing. What was that? Yeah, perfectly good opportunity to land some good hits on me, and you chose not to go for it. See, like, there, you, like, go in for an attack, but then, like, you don't do anything with that. Okay. You know, I thought I could get away with getting a drink of soda as I was doing that, and then of course his attack just happens to land a hit on me. Alright, heal up. Going with double projectiles now. How did I not get hit there? Oh, come on. Can I strike lightning twice? Yeah! Okay, no, that time I didn't. Oh my gosh, Gore might actually beat me. Oh. Oh, that was close. I was just doing that out of instinct. I was not strategically planning anything there. And I managed to escape that. Okay, that's better. Okay, it's always when I like go for an attack and I like kind of drop down for a bit there that I'm worried that I like hit the what just happens to be close enough to the clouds to get hit. Yep, I knew I was gonna hit there. Good thing I didn't lose any soul from that. Oh, I don't have Gotcha that time. Gotcha. Whoa. Okay. But those ghost enemies are appearing in the worst possible locations. No. I was a bit worried that was too low there, but seems I got it. Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna hit me. I feel like this guy is just a wrestler in USA. Just look at... I mean, I gotta have a point there. Oh, that's right, I know it's up here. Yep, Brooding Malik. I can't... That thing always manages to toy with my emotions, thinking we're gonna have a proper showdown against Tiso, and then... Nope, Brooding Malik. I mean, Brooding Malik isn't a bad fight, but, like... They toyed with our expectations there, and then they go whipping out something like that on us. Quite disappointing. I literally ran right into that. Oh. Why did I do that? Uh-oh. Yep, I knew it. Okay, gotcha. Also, welcome back, Great Idiot. Hey there, Oro. Should be getting close now to where we left off back in my previous attempt. Which, yeah, I kind of just stopped my previous attempt because that was when we were having some stream issues. So apparently, this game uses up a lot more CPU than I expected. That I've decided to stop using Discord. Why did I not react fast enough there? Okay, there we go. And then, Oro's a single father from the year 1998. Alright, if that's what Oro is, then what's Matzo? Oh, that reached me? Okay. Oh, that was a lucky clash. That would have hit me for sure. Okay, one's down. Not quite. Oh, why did I choose to use a spell? They're nail masters. I should properly challenge them with a nail, not using my spells on them. That's cheating. Can't bring spells to a nail fight. Half-brother, they will make a movie about Oro. Afterwards, a spin-off show with the other guy that will do better. Alright. Okay, remember to grab the lifeblood this time. And not forget But now we got Zero to deal with. Yeah, of course that misses. And of course I miss. I keep missing! Yeah, I knew I was getting a bit careless there. Sometimes even my patience has its limits, and sometimes that limit to my patience costs me. Okay, he's whipping out the... I wasted my spell. Ah! There we go. Ah! Yeah, okay, that was a bad time to fire that spell. Alright, get out of here. Alright, Crystal Guardian. No way I'm making it far with the single Lifeblood Mask. Basically, I mean, no hit running the Obbles and the Sisters of Battle, which I do not see myself doing. Alright, get out of here. Alright, Soul Master, let's go. Oh, I thought they were doing the 4 spell with all the surrounding himself with those projectiles, not a direct fire attack. Okay, well, I was not ready for that. That's some good hits. Ooh, that's a good hit. Well, I should be a bit more careful with how I choose to use my soul now that I'm out of lifeblood. See, now I need to heal. Start using my spells on those parts. It's like I got perfectly good spell, and it's not always the best openings to heal. You didn't try to shoot your soul while the enemy was in the camp. If these attacks are strong. The shot is stronger than a normal attack. Oh. Alright, use less dash slashes here, because using multiple dash slashes was kind of what messed me up last time. Okay, I kind of deserve that, trying to go for a hit like that. Come on. That was a bad idea. This was definitely one of the more annoying bosses to deal with. Uh-oh. How I didn't get hit there, I will never know. Well, I did end up getting hit, so never mind. Okay, one down. Except now this is where the real insanity comes in. So, okay, just wait for my best openings. And just have a great slash ready. Ah. And of course I heal at a bad time. Why did I walk right into that? Alright, there we go. Longer, but this requiring mana, so there's... hang on, I'll read that in a moment. After this boss, I'll be at the next checkpoint. Alright, Mantis Lord's time. Why did I do that? Oh wait, no, don't heal yet. That's there. I'll get my chance to heal now. Go. Then the other two. Oh, no way. That's not the Mantis Lords, that's the Sisters of Battle. At least some fights like these are still fun, though majority of them do feel kind of tedious after a while. You do them countless times. All because the collector keeps continuing to be an annoyance. that just seems impossible. Oh, I was within the hit radius? Oh, I fell into the spikes. Oh, that was a bad run. That's, I think, might have been the first time I actually lost to the Sisters of Battle with all 4 bindings at once. Usually I'm pretty good against the Sisters of Battle, but nope, they took me out that time. But these attacks require mana, so there's either a quick shot of the boss or have, Helkies. The choice is yours, Gamer of Games. Yeah, I mean, I know my options, and I know that, like, yeah, I'm certain the fight can probably go much faster than how I'm making it look. So I'm certain I can totally do this. Just having a bit more trouble than I expected. Now, seeing how, I altered the, you know, the thing to not, to have VSync on, let me take a look at, Task Manager here to see how that changes the amount of CPU that Hollow Knight is using up. Okay, so from what I'm looking at here, it looks like, yeah, you're right. Hollow Knight is using up a bit less CPU. I mean, it's still using up a fairly decent chunk, but definitely not as much as before. So yeah, you make a good point. From the guy that showed up on Twitch earlier. What do I want to do? My best option would be to, what about the textbook? So I can, you know, allow for some extra credit. Now, knowing that, the way I'm managing assignments is a bit different than I expected here, I could always move on to a different game if I wanted to, if this starts to get boring. So, I mean, this isn't a challenge I have to beat. Like, this challenge, like, all I get for winning is just having these marks light up, and it's like... My only reason for doing this challenge is because it's, you know, a challenge I can take on. So, I mean, in terms of the other games I've yet to finish on the channel, at least in terms of the ones I'm in the middle of, I know I still have to finish the Epic Battle Fantasy games. I know there's also, you know, still the Touhou games. I can always get started on the next Touhou game. Nonetheless, let me start by seeing how long this textbook chapter is. I'm certain this
was meant to be a challenge stream, and well, there's no regular assignments I could do for this. I do think there is this extra credit stuff I can work on. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go do a couple of things. I'll be right back. This here is the textbook where, for videography, if I take the time to read some of this, I can do a commentary for videography and get some extra credit. So why don't we go ahead and do that at this time. Not exactly sure where I should start with this. To start, I'll check out on Blackboard, see what exactly was the first thing they wanted me to do. Operation, text, disable commentary, the best thing to do would be to get started on reading it and see what I think of it and decide if I want to keep reading or not. I suppose that'll be a good starting point, so I'm at least being productive today instead of doing nothing and just playing games. Let's see what we got here. Chapter 1 is page 3. Welcome to the world of portable video. So you have access to a camera, a tripod, some lights, a microphone or two, and some editing software on a computer. What do you do? Where do you start? What do you need to know? This book is designed to give you the basics of portable video production. We hope this text will guide you as you create more professional-looking video stories for news, entertainment, and non-broadcast uses. Experiments using electricity to transmit video began back in 1884. In 1926, English experimenter John Loggy Bear, I probably completely mispronounced that name, my apologies, developed a system for transmitting live video images, and other methods were explored to achieve a better picture. Beginning in the 1920s, Other and Vladimir Zworykin both developed systems that eventually were combined to create the working television system and debuted at the 1939 World's Fair in New York. ENG and EFP, the world of professional video. Portable video systems have been around for a long time. In 1965, Sony released a video system called the Portapak that recorded black and white images on a reel-to-reel videotape recorder. The quality was poor, and the video was almost impossible to edit. Some educational, government, medical, and experimental users, video artists, found the Portapak helpful in capturing images quickly where film would be too expensive. Mostly, however, professional filmmakers and others who needed to capture moving images relied upon film and thought of portable video as a toy with limited appeal. During the 1960s and early 70s, the idea of shooting field video with a portable camera was not feasible. Even after color cameras were introduced, the equipment was just too big and cumbersome, and the video was lacking in quality compared to film. The appearance of the U-Matic video cassette by Sony in 1971, coupled with the introduction of higher resolution color cameras, rapidly gave portable video a new appeal. This self-threading cassette system in a machine small enough to be carried around and operated by battery replaced the Portapak's reel-to-reel system and greatly improved the quality of the recording. The camera was in two pieces, the camera head and the camera control unit. CCU. Both of which could be powered by a battery. Two people could easily walk around with the gear and record video. With the equipment mounted on a small cart, one person could operate the system. The TV networks, knowing the power of video cameras in news and sports coverage, began to experiment with this new portable technology. Even though their use was limited by their size, miles of cables, and often days of setup time, companies like Sony, Thomson, RCA, and Ikegami, once again I'm probably mispronouncing that, worked closely with the networks to deliver a smaller, higher quality camera that could meet their needs. Their primary focus was for use on live TV, and in particular sports. A smaller battery-powered camera could increase the coverage of a sporting event dramatically. One of the earliest uses of portable video in network news was President Nixon's historic visit to China in 1974. CBS decided to use video instead of 16mm film to cover the event. The electronic news-gathering revolution had begun. The 1976 CBS coverage of the presidential campaign put portable video cameras in the mainstream of news coverage. Reporters no longer had to wait for the 16mm film to be developed to view, edit, then air the story. They could now report live from campaign stops with the use of these new camera units, or shoot tape and have it aired almost immediately. But an even more dramatic industry change was already underway. Starting with early experiments at stations such as the CBS owned and operated KCBS in Los Angeles in 1974, video slowly began to create a foothold in daily news coverage. In 1974, KMOX TV, now KMOV TV, in St. Louis became the first all-video or all-ENG newsroom in the country, using the Ikegami HL35 two-piece camera. That's a Discord announcement. Great, now I forgot where I was. Camera, okay, Ikegami two-piece camera. The novel approach to covering local events became an important factor in the competitiveness of the station's news ratings. By the second half of the 1970s, the video revolution began sweeping local television stations across the country. This triggered the beginning of the electronic news gathering revolution. I have never heard that before. Maybe they did bring it up in film history at one point, but I forgot about it since it wasn't what I was interested in. I'm interested in knowing how to become a video editor and not the history of video editing or anything like that. I just want to know how to become a video editor. That's what makes it difficult to be motivated to read this stuff, because it's like, a lot of this stuff doesn't always apply to my career of interest, though this is fairly close with it being production related, so I'm willing to give this a shot by taking the time to read it. Fueled by the realization that there was money in news, because news had a big and growing audience, more and more local TV stations started news shows or began aggressively expanding their news operations at the local level. It no longer mattered where a network's programming was the highest rated. What mattered was how big the audience and therefore the advertising dollars was for the news show. The competition became fierce. Station and network management looked for any means to gain a competitive edge in news. The ability to get a breaking story on the air first epitomized the race. Suddenly, the newly downsized video camera and its videotape recorder were just what the doctor ordered, or station ordered, the station owner. The newfound portability of both the video camera and the videotape recorder, which was being demonstrated at CBS and local stations like the KNXT, KMOX, and WBBM in Chicago, was now revolutionizing the film-dominated daily television newscasts in two very important ways. First, it was possible for a video cassette of a breaking news story to be delivered to the station and, after just a few minutes of editing, be played on the air. Faster yet, the raw or unedited tape, which didn't have to be developed, could be put directly on the air, allowing the viewer to see a video presentation only minutes after it was shot. Second, because the camera was now electronic instead of mechanical, its video signal could be broadcast live from the field with little setup or fuss. The process was aided by newly developed microwave technology, which could easily send the video to the station for broadcasting. Live TV news on location was suddenly available to almost any station at a reasonably low price. These technological changes affected not only the look of the industry, but the various ways in which the stories were covered. The new form of acquiring images, and consequently the whole business of television news, have become known as electronic news gathering, or ENG. As the news ratings race continued at an ever-increasing pace, the demand for better, lighter, and more reliable camera gear also grew. Companies rushing to supply news departments with the latest advance in equipment began finding new outlets for their products. Mass production, better technology, and competition within their own industry has made video equipment cheaper and therefore more accessible to a wide range of users. Hospitals, government agencies, corporations, educational institutions, and independent production houses began to replace their film cameras with video cameras. Organizations that didn't have any production capabilities suddenly found that producing their own video projects was cost effective because of the increasing price of video equipment. The ease of use of the equipment and its ever increasing quality, from hospital teaching tapes to TV commercials, any use of a single video camera was portable with a portable videotape recorder that wasn't for a newscast became known as electronic field production, or EFP. The similarities between ENG and EFP are many. Generally, the equipment and its operation are the same, but the style of shooting and the production goals often separate the two. Okay. By the 1990s, high-quality video camcorders, camera and videotape recorders in one unit, had not only become affordable to the general public, but had also become commonplace. This invention created a world where almost no event goes unrecorded. Whenever something important or newsworthy happens anywhere in the world, it is usually captured on video by someone. One of the most famous or infamous events was the 1991 police beating of Rodney King in Los Angeles, which was captured by an amateur videographer trying out his new camera from the balcony of his apartment. That home video began a chain of events that led to one of the worst civil disturbances in the history of the United States. It also secured a video camera's place as a powerful tool for a free society's ability to communicate. Some people say that single moment was the accumulation of the TV revolution, the fullest realization of the power of television and its profound effect on society. Since that historically significant amateur recording happened, many instances of citizens capturing events both newsworthy and not so newsworthy, most of those on YouTube, have occurred. Cell phones with the ability to capture video have been used in many parts of the world and show the tragic impact of tsunamis, the horrors of war, and civil unrest. It is with this power in mind that the professional sets of the job of creating news, entertainment, and commercial products, when used properly with ethical guidance. Video can be a very persuasive and informative method of communication, regardless of the delivery system. Video is no longer only for broadcasting and industrial/educational uses. It can be used by anyone in society, with the broadening opportunities for streaming video on the internet, podcasting, uploading to YouTube, and video blogging. Vlogging. Yep, I learned about that in my social media marketing course. Anyone can have his or her own TV station. Learning and understanding the tools and techniques of the trade can make a videographer an integral part of any modern communication medium. Whether it is a commercial broadcast, television, local station, network, cable, or satellite, YouTube, or any website on the internet, or as yet unimagined delivery system. How long is this chapter exactly? Because there's quite a bit here. This does go on for quite a few pages. Makes all this in a single chapter. This is quite a few pages for a single chapter. So, to break it into pieces, I know we're getting a bit late into the night after what happened earlier, but I'm still willing to take a break, since since this isn't anything too serious, it is just extra credit. And why don't we get back to the game? This is pretty loud on my end, so I'm gonna turn it down on my end a bit. I will admit, the more amount of times I do this, the more I do feel like beginning to question if this is really something I want to keep doing. Because it's like, really, the only reason for me to do this is if I want a bigger challenge. So I already got the, the weathered mask. So really, I have no reason to really take on such a challenge. I already got every achievement and got just about everything else there is to collect in the game. Having simple markings on top of the door is not something that's necessary for me to have. Since again, you only need the original regular bindings on their own to do this, so... welcome back, Freezing Time. I'll read your messages in a quick second. It's a bit difficult to really have this challenge stream going well when the only thing that seems like it'll work well with the challenge stream is the extra credit textbook readings. I mean, I know extra credit is always nice and useful, but I am beginning to question if I really want to do this. Because, I mean, I know it has been a while and all, but at the same time, some part of me is just beginning to question if this is, like, a challenge I really want to put my time into. I mean, the only reason why I put my time into this was because I was looking for a hard challenge amidst, having something challenging to do to encourage me to do my assignments. And it's kind of hard to find that encouragement when all I really got to work on that fits well with the stream are some extra credit textbook readings. I mean, I'll gladly take the time to work on it piece by piece with each time I fail, but what was that? I guess what I'm trying to say is that I don't know if I really want to do this. Like, I do enjoy Hollow Knight, but I'm not... Because, the main problem I'd say is the fact that, you lose a lot of freedom when you can't play using, charms and stuff. And I feel like when you do that, you limit a lot of the freedom that Hollow Knight offers. It feels like, this challenge, goes against what makes Hollow Knight such a fun game. That's what makes this a bit more of an unlikable challenge to take on. I can handle it with the individual bindings, but doing this all at once, it's starting to take its toll. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? You missed. Oh.
Aw, thank you, Kurumi. That's very nice to hear. Ah, I thought I was safe there. Uh-oh. That was close. Not letting literally the first boss of the game take me out that easily now. So was there any progress in your tries against the Collector? Well, so far I only made it to the Collector once. And then, in case you weren't reading Discord, we had a few CPU issues that ended up, once again, slowing down the bitrate. So I think the bitrate issues has had probably nothing to do with the rain or any weather issues, but might have been the fact that I've been going back to activating voice chat again on Discord, because I'm beginning to believe that, once again, Discord's really messing things up and is likely a major part in why the bitrate is so bad right now. So I decided to take a break from Discord. Also, it turns out Hollow Knight has a few other things that could be factoring to the problem. So I decided to alter some things in the Hollow Knight settings, along with taking a break from having voice chat on the Discord. I think with certain games, I'm going to have to think a bit more carefully on if I want to have voice chat or not. I mean, I know I'll definitely, should I only be able to play Undertale virtually with Jedi Women Gamer, that might be an instance where I'll have to rely off Discord, even if it messes up bitrate. And I know you were talking about a while back the interest of doing some voice chat with like some of the Toho games. I know there's that as well. But yeah, as I return to the game, I'm beginning to think about, oh, why did I run into that? I'm beginning to think about, like, if this is something I really want to do. And I'm not sure if it's just because I haven't played in a while and have had a bit of a break from Hollow Knight. For obvious reasons, since I had my hands on a bunch of new games I wanted to play, but at the same time, I'm beginning to wonder, because, like, I get nothing for beating this challenge. I'm only doing this because I felt like, you know, with my above-average skill at this game, that I thought this was a challenge I could handle, but the more I do this and the more I fail, I'm beginning to wonder, like, is this really a challenge I want to take on? Uh-oh. Oh, somehow I was safe there. Oh. Talk to gamers in Discord today. That's really bad. I mean, you did your best, Kurumi. And I will admit that it was kind of difficult to hear over the game audio. But I mean, for your first conversation with me, Kurumi, I'd say wasn't too bad. I mean, who knows, maybe I'm wrong and I'm just saying that to make you feel better or something. But hey, that's what friends do, don't they? They try to make them feel better. Even if, you know, it's for stuff, but not sure where I'm going with that. Basically, I made my plan already. I don't need to say anymore. I'm just trying to think of stuff to say so I don't lose my mind to all of this. This challenge has proven to be quite, like, I might have met my match here. And I'm not sure if it's just the collector always being too much for me to handle or what, but the collector, while I can make some progress on the collector, I'm beginning to wonder, like, if what I'm doing isn't enough. Like, I'm left wondering, there's gotta be some better strats for going up against the collector than what I'm doing. Please get an itch somewhere on me while I'm in the middle of a position where it's not a good time to pause. Oh. There we go. About beating this challenge in my eyes, now is more like you're against the collector. I don't know how good everything else will go after, but still, yeah, I do think, like, yeah, like, I feel like that's my main challenge is the collector, and it's like, what makes it such a bother is that I have no way to practice bosses with bindings, and there's also the fact that, I have to deal with, like, a full, what is it, like, 22 other bosses. But yeah, exactly 22 bosses just to get to the collector. And yeah, I guess with that, like, constant failure and, like, knowing that I'm not really gonna get much for beating this challenge, combined with the fact that, you know, there's still a few other games I'm wanting to get to. Like, I know I still have to beat Splatoon 3, fully complete Splatoon 3. I would like to do that, because I know, like, there was that recently introduced Ultimate Challenge and stuff. Along with other games I'm wanting to finish, like Epic Battle Fantasy 4, Hades, and stuff. And I know I specifically went with Ultimate Challenges for the sake of, you know, making some progress on some assignments. But at the same time, you know, there are other Ultimate Challenges I can do in place of this. Yeah, I'm just kind of at that point where I'm beginning to wonder if this is worth it, and yeah. Because, I mean, compared to the rest of Hollow Knight, I am wondering, like, am I really having fun at this point? Like, is this really worth doing? I mean, at least with, you know, the Pantheon on its own, at least, you know, it was still challenging, but at least it still felt like a fair challenge. You didn't want to try my challenge? Like, striking you down... Like, he's striking you down, not the challenge itself. otherwise I'm not going to stand a chance against the Damn Master. So I do think I'm at that point where I have, like, decided that if I don't finish this tonight, I might be at that point where it's, either I'll want another break from this game, and maybe try out, like, some more Touhou extra stages or something when it comes to these challenge streams. Since I know, like, those I'm interested in getting to. I'm trying to see if I can beat them, because I know I can. I mean, I might take a break from Splatoon 2's extra stage, since that one is difficult in its own way. At least with Touhou 11 and 12's extra stage, I feel like I have a chance. I do think I'll be working backwards, though, and I'll start with Touhou 12's extra stage, trying to beat that one, and then work my way backwards to Touhou 11's extra stage. Well, no, I was fairly close with Touhou 11's extra stage. We'll do a Touhou 11's extra stage first, since I did have a run where I was very close at one point. So yeah, I think we got ourselves a good balance with these challenge streams. To balance out assignment usage and being able to take on ultimate challenges. Okay. You were right in front of me, buddy. You could have gotten in those quick jabs, but no, you didn't. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to go in that direction. Yep, I knew that was happening. Oh, that can hit me from back there? Gotcha. Oh, okay. Oh, that might have been a bad time to... Yeah. Where are you going here? No, where are you going here? How did I escape that unscathed? No, I guess I wouldn't say unscathed, but somehow I did quite well to escape that. Hey, Shade Cloak saved me there. Alright, Oro's down. I couldn't quite escape it in time. I should do that from there. I was still a pretty good distance from Yamato. Alright. So I just got to the stream, was busy earlier. Did I miss much of anything? I mean, I think we figured out what's causing the bitrate issues, and that it's likely because of, you know, once again, Discord calls and stuff. And depending on the game I'm playing, which Hollow Knight is using up a lot more CPU than I expected, I was able to lower it a little bit by turning on, like, something called VSync. But, other than that, I'm kind of in the position where I need a break from Discord calls. Nice to have you here, though, Jedi. But yeah, we're mainly just doing another challenge stream where I take on the Hollow Knight's Ultimate Challenge. Wait, wrote a message earlier. Oh, sorry, too late. We're starting. I forgot about that smaller platform there. I don't know how I forgot about the smaller one. Why did I not dash there? I don't know. Oh, jeez. This attempt against Markov is not going well so far. No, no. Oh, how did I not get hit there? Well, one of the best streaks hit him, at least. I wasted that. Ah, yeah, I know. Ah, of course. Until Naily was gonna fire there. Unless I managed to escape it. Alright, there we go. Once again, only, thought if you want to play Touhou 2, then don't expect much progress. It's heck, which needs a lot of dedication. Yeah, and obviously, I don't think I'd be in the best mood for that. So, and seeing how there's other extra stages I'm unlocking now after making a bit more progress, yeah, it might be better to focus back on Touhou 11 and 12's extra stage. Then we can... of course he had to jump right there. So yeah, I think I'll start with Touhou 11 and 12's extra stage. Then, yeah, I think I'll be waiting a while till I finish Touhou 2's extra stage. I mean, I might do that for all of the retro extra stages once I get to the other retro Touhou games. But yeah, for the time being, I think it'll be the better option to, yeah, work on the extra stages in Touhou 11 and 12. Then I'll probably move on to the next game by then. Do it. Protected your position again, buddy. I'm good at predicting where the Soul Master is going to appear. I guess that's how many times I've done this boss now, with the amount of times I've lost to the Collector. Gotcha. We better soft lift 12 and 11. Touhou 2 requires several steams in a row to beat, or at least I hope that it'll be enough. You never know. But yeah, good idea. Maybe wait till a bit later to do. Okay, I'm already off to a bad start with the obbles. obbles. We better just maybe start with regular attacks. Then maybe try using, if I'm not damaged, use Abyss Shriek to make things go faster. And then, once it gets down to taking one of them down, leaving only one left, that's when I start going for, just simply sticking with those great slashes, or maybe occasionally some dash slashes. See, like right here, I'm not much worried about my health, so I can go in for an Abyss Shriek there. Alright, now specifically focus on using nail arts. So otherwise, we're gonna have a rough time. Uh-oh. Alright, down it goes. Alright. Somehow I lost to these guys last time. I mean, I know these guys can be quite an intense fight, and especially with the bindings, though. Last time was probably the first time I actually lost to these guys with all 4 bindings at once. So that was kind of a shock. I do kind of wonder, how is it that, you know, these beings are considered gods, according to the Godseeker? That's something I kind of don't understand, is that, like, some of these beings, I don't exactly know if they'd be considered gods yet. Apparently, the Godseeker considers them gods. Now, I'm not sure if it's because they have, like, the intelligence of provided by the Pale King or something, or what, but who knows? Maybe, the Godseeker's definition of a god is a bit different than how we would define a god or something. Who knows? Nah, that wouldn't make much sense. I just don't know. Oh, that was close. I blinked for a split second there. That caused me a tense up a bit there. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, no, that's right. They're all still up. I can't heal yet. Okay, now one of them's down that I can take the time to heal. Wait, where are they both at? Okay, there we go. I will say, this is a battle, do sure to provide a lot of adrenaline. That felt good. It's the intensity of facing all 3 of them at once, and just... it's intensity that's just pure adrenaline. To, like, be directly facing these guys, and... okay, I got a bit careless there. Probably was just barely not close enough to be in a safe spot there. Alright, should be safe there, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's 2 down. I do kind of notice when there's like only one of them left. They like sort of hug the lower edges of the platforms to unleash their like spinning blade attack and stuff. Boomerang blade! Kudos to anyone who gets that reference. Boomerang blade! Alright, then... okay, 5 lifeblood masks. Let's go. Oh, what? That still got me? How are some of these still hitting me? I mean, I guess it does kind of launch them all over the place. But... no, wrong spell. I forget, what's the boss that always tears away at my lifeblood masks here? I know, okay, we got the Flukemorm. Oh, okay. I wonder if it would be better to, yeah, start using spells more often against this guy. Oh wow, I didn't even get the chance to fire those guys. That'll speed up the Flukemorm fight a bit. I walked right into Flukemorm, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, that'll speed up this fight quite a bit, huh? Yeah, look at that. Flukemorm went down quickly there. Yeah, I really gotta get into using my spells more often, especially when I have lifeblood to spare like this. Okay. Gotta be careful here, because I think this is my best opportunity to get some additional lifeblood, is this wave of bosses. What was the other boss I faced after this? So yeah, if I can really manage to hold on to all my lifeblood and stuff, because I don't think there's any bosses that can, like, easily tear away at my lifeblood here. At least from what I remember. Alright, one more boss after this, and then it'll be, Shio will be gone. Oh, yeah, that's right, Galleon. This is the boss that goes tearing away at all of my lifeblood in this particular wave of bosses. Usually, anyway. Which, yeah, usually does. That was close. Yeah, taking the time to use my spells more often definitely helps me to take out these bosses faster. As well as maybe have a better chance of not losing as much health. So I can get through Shio without getting hit. Well, at least not getting hit twice. I could have some lifeblood to spare. That I could go into the fight against the Collector with additional lifeblood if I can pull this off. Of course, it's asking for a lot, but still, though. Yeah, make sure I use my spell, because even the basic Shade Soul spell is still quite powerful, especially compared to nail damage. Oh. Oh. That was close. Ah, I wasn't expecting that attack. Ah, okay, nope. I failed to maintain my lifeblood. Now I gotta start conserving my soul. Oh wait, how did you get back up so quickly? Alright, Shio's down. Your nail damage is cutted. Does that mean your spells still deal full? Yes, spells do still deal full damage. So, I mean, even without bindings, like, I know spells, like, are your best damage dealers. I usually just prefer not to use spells because I like to use my soul for healing. So you kind of noticed there in Shio that, I prefer using... when I had plenty of lifeblood to spare, I would use my spells more offensively, but once once it started getting to the point that, you know, I was out of lifeblood, that's when I started to want to conserve it for whenever I needed to heal. Oh! Ah! Okay, maybe not use any spells against Hive Knight, because clearly there are some attacks I'm not ready for. The way that Hive Knight attacks. Oh, watch it. Ah! Just busy dodging the bees. Go down. How much more health do you have left? There you go. 3 lifeblood masks, as long as I don't make any mistakes against Elder Hu. There'll be 3 extra lifeblood masks to spare against the Collector. Probably not gonna have much of a chance though, since I still can't form a good plan when it comes to the Collector. I mean, some of the ideas and tips I've gotten so far have been sort of helpful, but I still feel like the Collector can just be a little bit too much at times with the amount of enemies they can have appear on screen. here we go again. Another go against the Collector. Let's see how this goes. Usually never goes well. Hey, no landing on top of me. You're trying to land on top of me again. That's not fair. Okay, that wasn't fair. You landed right on top of me. Nice try. Oh, come on. That wasn't what I was expecting you to unleash it all. Alright, here we go. Triple mode. It was right in front of me. How did I not get it? And here's where things go downhill. And I missed it. Great. How did I... Heal! Why did I not heal? Nope, there's way too much on screen. Ah! I wasn't expecting him to do that. I'm gonna go through another 22 bosses just to get to that again. I don't know, guys. I'm at that point where I'm less and less interested in trying to take on this challenge. It was nice at first, but with the fact that I'm still kind of in that state where there's a bunch of other games I'm wanting to get to. Like, the only reason why I decided to go back to this challenge was because I was trying to look for hard challenges to encourage me to find a good balance between games and assignments, but in this particular instance, there aren't a lot of assignments outside of my extra credit to work on, which, I mean, is still something, but at the same time, I am kind of left in a position where I'm just left wondering if I really want to do this. I don't know. I just feel like the Collector is way too unpredictable, and while it works well without the bindings, since, you know, at least I got a good way of beating him, easily getting those enemies out of the way, with those bindings in place, it just becomes way too difficult. And for this one boss to be the major annoyance, a boss that regularly shouldn't be that difficult, it adds up to where it's just, I'm not having fun. I don't feel like I'm really... I feel like, maybe you can... Well, I thought I did that at one point, and I mean, I can give it a go here. I can just real quickly disable desktop audio so you can't hear what I'm looking at. Actually, if I'm going to do that, why don't I real quickly pause that so I'm not constantly listening to that god-like sound effects. But anyway, if I do so, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Alright, I'll take a look around. I'll do some research. How to beat the... Oh, wait, okay. Hollow Knight How to beat the collector with all bindings. Alright, I'll check some things out here. It is mainly the collector that's the big obstacle here. All Pantheon of Hollow Nest attempts. Please, how do you beat him? I've done everything. You don't have to do all but, well, I like to stay aggressive against him, stay close at all times, and spell away the things he spawns. That's a bit difficult, though, because the collector himself doesn't really drop any soul when you attack him. They glow and done all at once, so devs intended it. Okay. Dash and bump into him as soon as he appears on screen before he does the laugh animation. At the loss of one mask chart, you will get free hits on him for the remainder of this animation, which is quite long, instead of getting frozen during that. Not a bad idea, but those early on parts of the collector aren't too bad. Is there any more of this conversation? Timestamp. Okay, this guy has a link. Basically, use Shell Cyclone set. Somehow Abyss Shriek works. So switch it up to Descending Dark for invincibility frames if you're getting cornered by spawns. Try to have a good amount of life bond going into the fight. Note that the collector himself doesn't grant soul, ignoring Dream Mail. The only way to get it is to hit his spawns. Okay, they're showing an example here. Let's see here. What else we got here? I think Great, Dash Less, and Shade Soul still OHKO the spawns. Oh, one hit knockout. So I guess try to use them a lot. I mean, that's kind of what I was doing, though, trying to aim my Shade Soul, and for enemies I had a bit of experience with, try to pay attention. But the problem is that there are it still adds up to where there just eventually gets to be a point where there's too many enemies on screen, and I'm left with no idea what to do. Okay, well, this particular Reddit page didn't really help a whole lot. So I'm gonna look around at some other evidence here. Let's see this video example here. Okay, so they're mainly relying off... I mean, I remember trying that at one point, though. It didn't really go all that well. Okay, yep, we get to this part. Okay, so they kind of more have used Descending Dark rather than Shade Soul on some of these enemies. So it seems like they, like, try to get as close to the collector as possible, and then when they're able to, okay, they'll go with a Cyclone Slash, I'm guessing to build up a lot of soul out of a single enemy. Then they'll specifically focus on trying to get as much damage in on the collector as possible. Now, this is from an all-binding speedrun, but I guess that's a good method for building up that. But yeah, when it... Okay. I mean, that's fast, so maybe something like that will work. Who knows? Let's see what else we got here before I go just right back into it. Beating collector with all bindings enabled. It's easily the worst fight in all Pantheons due to the luck factor throughout the entire fight. Sometimes you get the easy flies killable in one hit. A lot of times you get 3 aspects at once, for which you need 2 hits. Additionally, they might go up instantly, so they are even harder to kill. Shoot instantly right after their jar breaks, which is awful. Balders can be really annoying, especially if they spawn behind the jar in the foreground. Put the jar there. Well, I understand the purpose of making the scenery look as if it was the collector's lab. Jars are made of glass, and glass is transparent, even if it's supposed to be non-transparent. Covered in darkness or something else. It shouldn't block that much of the views. Okay, this guy's mostly just a rant. What do we got in the comments? complete disappointment. I really don't want to try it. Well, mine is, I think it is designed to be impossible. Going through the entire thing with everything took me multiple tries, and for many bosses, I just DPS'd down. Whole third Pantheonics Cluster. I feel like Binding's easier to beat the fourth one. Even though some bosses hit harder there, you can get consistent with them. No luck factor. Got consistent with Lost Cannon's jumps. Thanks that pretty much every boss besides the Collector and Markoth, if you've beaten them Radiant, you most likely will be consistent beating them. Well, normal Markoth is fine. However, Radiant, I'd use Groverfly's LG to actually deal in damage. It's not the rant about Markoth. Collector may be harder with restrictions if you can't one-shot the tiny mobs. Other than that, you can just stand in front of the boss and he won't hit you. Collector himself is easy. Minions are the problem in case you cannot one-shot them, i.e. all bindings. In case your tactic dramatically changes, you need to keep an eye on the type of minions and get rid of not one-shottable quickly. That's where its annoying comes in. Lucky or not. You may get lucky or not. Aspects may show you instantly after spawning. Alternatively, they start moving to the top of the arena, making them even harder to hit. Let's check. The nail binding reduces nail damage 80 damage, or 13 if damage is higher than 13. And nail art damage is based on that damage. Until now, I was thinking that it makes so your nail becomes sharpened nail if it was upgraded above. It's actually a better thing, as it seems that in Godhome, bosses have static health. Anymore. It was fixed in a recent patch. Fixed when he drops down. Whack him. If you don't consider it cheating, you can also scream skip. When he goes up, charge the nail. For the first 2 times starters, he'll drop one monster, hit him with a dash or great slash. When he's stunned, hit him with a cyclo slash as he's going up, charge the nail again. Only using spirit when you see primal aspect. It does have some luck along with it, but you can take away most of the luck factor by always having spirit when you need it. Positioning nail art, anyway, it's worked for him. Way to go. Even then, biggest problem I found is that you can only hold enough soul for one spell with all bindings. The Collector itself doesn't give soul when you hit him. This means if you ever get 2 sets of bottles with more than one primal aspect in a row, you have to use the nail to beat them, while the Collector and any other spawn monsters are going for you as well. Watching some videos online of people doing it, seems that past the halfway mark he spawns 3 enemies faster and takes up to... yeah, that's something I noticed. To charge up 3 enemies faster than it takes to charge up 2 nail arts. Meaning you can't kill them quickly enough. The enemies start piling up. Sure, it's possible, but compared to other bosses, yeah, just... good luck with your challenge. So long. Hope to see you again. Okay, thanks for coming in, Kurumi. Try that set. So, I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff I already know and have already been trying. I just don't know. It's like I'm trying a bunch of stuff here, and I just don't know if anything's working. Let's see here. Let me look up some all bindings videos here and how people did this. Okay, there's a lot of hit list runs here on all bindings. Okay, so this guy reacts to a all bindings hit list run. Let's see what this guy does. hope this isn't Cotton or something, because I know Cotton. I've heard of the story. If you guys don't know of the story, there was like one. I think it's like a Chinese Hollow Knight streamer named like Cotton who did like I think like some videos on like him like no hit running like some modded bosses, and I think like at one point had a hitless run in the Pantheon of Hallownest, one without bindings, but it was a hitless run, which something that people do. Nothing I'm interested in doing, but something people did. And I remember like hearing the story that apparently the reason why Cotton was doing so amazing is that some people noticed that there were some instances where he was apparently cheating, and it was a little bit obvious with the fact that people were realizing that he was basically using the no damage mod. So pretty much they were basically cheating. And if you want the full story, I can gladly post a link to you guys, because oh man, the story about Hollow Knight's ultimate cheater, it's a rather sad story, man. Like cheating in a game is always disappointing, because it's like you take away the fun of, you know, trying to take on a hard challenge. You can't just cheat. And you know what the shocking thing is that this like Cotton person, like they were good at the game. They showed to have skill. And I think it's because of that skill that like sometimes the better you are at a game, the more you feel entitled to like think like you deserve that victory of beating an ultimate challenge or something. Well, why not? Videos about speedruns are usually interesting. And it's kind of a sad thing. Why not? Videos about speedruns are usually interesting. Yeah, okay. I'll see if there's a way I can post a link here or something in like Discord or something about this story, because yeah, it's kind of a messed up story. So yeah, maybe I'll post in like what should I post it in here? I suppose I could consider like a direct DM. Wait, I go into mess and I hunt. Going to go back to repeal hygiene otherwise. Okay. But yeah, I'll go ahead and DM you the story over on Discord, Freezing Time, because it is kind of an interesting story. Feel free to do that while I'm doing some looking around here to find the best methods here to beat the Collector. Oh, this guy has a ton of leftover lifeblood. This guy's really good, because he's... Oh, boy. But yeah, some of those stories about, like, those cheaters, like, can be real interesting stories sometimes. Like, I think I remember there was, like, one really disappointing cheater. Like, one of the worst cheaters ever, where, like, this guy, like, who has a surprisingly high amount of views, did, like, a Super Mario Bros. Speed run, and it was just the most insulting thing ever, with the fact that, like, the guy... it was a lot obvious that a lot of the footage was like stolen from either someone else or was taken from a TAS speedrun, since a lot of the movements are like inhumanly impossible. Not humanly possible, that's a better way of wording it. But then, and like this guy's just like absolutely mocking the speedrunner community by just casually eating pizza and drinking soda, like, as he's doing this. Like, you don't casually do that during a speed run. Yeah, cheating at high level usually requires high skill, which is sad, since though people wasting everything just to cheat. Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, you saw that video? That was just like insulting, is what that was. And it was like they like made it like more and more obvious that they were cheating. It's like really like a lot of the mistakes they make it just like make it more and more obvious it's a fake speed run. Sad. Yeah, and like that's the sad thing is that like some you'd think that the more skilled players would be less likely to cheat, but nope, that's the exact opposite of this case where there are good players out there who think they're entitled to the victory beating an ultimate challenge that if it frustrates them, as I'm being frustrated right now with Pantheon of Palinest, they kind of can be more and more encouraged to cheat and stuff, just so they can, have the victory they believe they're entitled to. And, like, we're not entitled to anything, okay? It also kind of takes away some of the fun of, like, actually earning the victory by, like, through sheer willpower and skill. It's sad when people try to do it. Yeah, just chilling and eating pizza while climbing to a world leader. But here's the thing, though. Even though it claims to be like underneath 5 minutes, the end time is somehow still over 5 minutes. And here's the other disappointing thing too, is that like underneath 5 minutes for Super Mario Bros. Is nothing all that impressive these days, because I'm pretty sure like the top 100 people on the speedrun.com leaderboard for speedrunning Super Mario Bros. Are all underneath 5 minutes, so it's like this ain't gonna be anything special. It's like... anyway, let's see here. The collector. Okay, they're definitely still kind of relying off cycle and stuff. Oh, they utilize opportunities with the Dream Nail. So this guy's being a little bit more useful with his Abyss Shriek. Never thought to do that when he's stunned. Yeah. Not a bad move he just did. Still, though, I feel like a lot of this fight can be quite unpredictable. Oh, no, I mean, a lot of this stuff I feel like, I'm looking at here, I feel like is stuff I already know. It's like... I'm not sure what more I can get out of this. Because again, this feels like stuff that I already know. Every single attack. Also, just give it a big roll, like at least for me. This collector, mark up result for a decent amount of RNG. All the attacks, especially absolute ratings. Because, like, when okay, I'll look at one more example here, and then maybe I'll get back to the game or something. Yeah, it's just so bad. You can only wonder, how could this be not a joke? Yeah, like, this looks like there's something that be like a joke or something, except, like, they're not, they in no way at all acknowledge it as a joke, so it's pretty obvious that, like, they're serious. They were actually trying to make it look like they were pulling off a speed run here that was supposed to be impressive. And not acknowledging like any of the footage taken. Yeah. Alright, I'll check out this last example here. Just to be sure there is nothing new I can learn from this, because just becoming more and more unsure about how I'm doing things. And yeah, I think I was mainly relying a bit too much off Shade Soul, maybe. So maybe I gotta think a bit more about like what spells are best to use in what scenario. Yep, beginning to get overwhelmed. Then, okay, this guy's doing a fairly decent job, at least, of holding his ground. Like, it would be a perfect joke speed run. There could be so much irony. The only problem is that it's a genuine try. Yeah, it's like, man, and you know what the worst part is that like there's probably those like people in disbelief that like they like despite the obvious evidence still probably think that like that's an actual speed run that they pulled off and stuff. Okay, there are some scenarios where they like utilize a variety of different spells in specific scenarios. I think I was solely relying off Shade Soul, so maybe there should be more instances where I think more carefully about which spells I should be using in what scenario, and who knows, maybe that'll increase my chances of victory or something. I mean, still only a chance though. The Collector's still a ridiculously hard boss with all bindings. I'll consider giving it one more go, but no more than that. Because I am at the point where I'm beginning to lose interest in trying to take on this challenge. Again, for all 4 bindings at once, like, I already got the reward for doing it with individual bindings, so, like, sure, the thing will light up like, for my victory, but that's it. I have no actual reason to take on this challenge. Alright, that's enough Vengeflies. Impressive display of Vengeflies. Oh my goodness. How? I don't have enough soul to do anything else. Don't know why I didn't attack there. I guess I just wanted to get a heal in. That's all I was really thinking about. Actually, I got an idea. So we don't have to go through all of this every single time. Okay, wait a minute. I got an idea. Well, I can't exit unless I purposefully die. There might be a way I could try getting in some practice on the Collector. So, I'm thinking back to... So I do kind of notice with a lot of these bosses, what's allowed me to basically master them was playing them on Radiant difficulty. That's what it's like for bosses like, you know, probably Markoth or something, is that I was able to master them by facing them off on Radiant difficulty. The thing, though, is that some of those bosses, I was sort of more exploited with the fact that I was relying off, you know, more exploitive bindings like the Overcharge mechanic and Grubberfly's Elegy, and not really trying to, like, some bosses you can kind of cheese it with the right charm setup. But it's clear that with all bindings, that can't always work like that. And it's one of the reasons why I'm still gonna have difficulty with bosses like, you know, Markoth. And, oh, that was the worst timing. Okay, wow, I went down that very quickly there. Okay. But I think if I were to take the time to remove all my bindings and actually try to beat the Collector on Radiant mode, maybe I'll get a bit more of a mastery of the fight, and maybe I'll stand a better chance going into it in the final Pantheon. Well, he can be a pretty problematic boss sometimes. I mean, Markoth, if I do things right, I might still stand a bit of a chance, but... Okay, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna go down here, find the Collector amidst all these other bosses. Then, oh wait, that's right, I'm gonna need to disable all my charms. So, take off all my charms. I do think the enemies will still go down a little bit quicker than in the actual Pantheon, since, you know, the nail binding. So, okay, I take off all these charms. So there's no advantages here. And we're gonna try doing this on Radiant mode. Okay, this early on part's easy since I can just rely off, No, this is still too easy. Okay, I can tell in an instance like that that I'll need to use a spell. That enemy would not have gone down that easily. Okay. No, this isn't gonna work because it's still too easy. Like, the enemies are still going down too quickly. Without the nail restriction, it doesn't have that full difficulty I'm looking for. So clearly that's not gonna work. Alright, I'll put these back on for now. What was my favorite charm build again? Oh yeah, this. And have that go to Compass and Gathering Swarm. Of course, Compass, most essential charm. Compass, best charm. But yeah, that's clearly not gonna work because, like, I'm still able to take out the enemies too quickly. Unlike up here where there's like a legit challenge. Because the enemies have, like, don't go down in that many hits. It takes more hits to take them down. So I'll try getting up there one more time. But then I might consider being done for the night or something. Or maybe if there's another game I'm in the mood for, I might consider that. The problem is I just have no way to practice the Collector with bindings. And I wish there was, because I'm getting real annoyed by having to go through 22 bosses just to get another shot at the Collector. I'm losing it. Clearly I can't get back in the mood. Not sure if it's just because it's been a while or what, but the appeal to try and take on such a challenge, I do feel like it's pretty much gone at this point. It's just will probably be my last go against this, and then unless there is a time where my desire to take on this challenge comes back in the future, I'm at the point where I've already done a bunch of great things in this game. Challenges that most players probably wouldn't go for. I've gone for every single achievement in the game. Achievements that, like, I'm pretty sure only, like, less than 5% of players go after. Maybe even less than that. So already I've done quite a few amazing accomplishments in this game. Maybe not as big as the accomplishments other players have done in this game, but in my eyes, I am satisfied. I've gotten every achievement, I've beaten every boss on Radiant mode. I've beaten the first 4 Pantheons with all 4 bindings at once, which was a bit more manageable. And then, I'm not dying to this boss again. Well, because of some slip-ups. Why did I do that? Oh my goodness! I have never been this bad against Gruzmother before, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's just getting more and more difficult for me to take on this boss. Thank goodness this isn't... Yep, figured you'd do that. Oh, now you go down. Yeah, if you want to beat this game 100%, or this extra challenge isn't worth it. I mean, I've already done 112% every achievement. This is the only thing that's left, and at this point, with how unfair it's been with me, I do feel like I'm at the point where I'm ready to acknowledge, okay, I gave it my best effort, but clearly, with how unpredictable this can get, clearly this is something that's it's just too much for me to handle. And I mean, I wouldn't say I'm doing it because I feel like it's too hard. I guess I'm just doing this because at this point I'm just getting bored. It was fun with everything else, maybe some rage-inducing moments, but I'm at that point where, similar to the Touhou Extra stages, when, you know, it gets to that point on a stream where I just be getting bored. Fun for a while, but after a while, and especially with how long it's been since the last time I played Hollow Knight, I'm at that point where I'm bored. Why so bad against this boss when you played against boss several months ago? Yeah, I think I'm at that point where it's like I'm getting so bored that I'm like not able to give it my all, maybe something like that. It's like this with the Touhou Extra stage as well, where it's like, initially I'm doing quite well, but there's eventually that inevitable point where I just can't seem to give it my all anymore. Yeah, of course I get hit there. One of those things where I just you're doing something so much that for some reason you start doing worse in stuff you're regularly good at. I mean, this has been quite the grind. Doing the same challenge over and over again. Like, I feel like what I'm doing here is, like, doing 2020-2020 mode from Five Nights at Freddy's, which was, like, something that's regularly meant to be impossible. Like, it's intended to be impossible. And while there are those players that prove it is possible, it's, like, it's entirely intended to be impossible. I'm just in that state where I'm just left questioning, what was Team Cherry thinking adding in such a challenge to the game? I mean, it's great for those wanting a bigger challenge. I mean, it's giving me a bit of my content worth. I mean, I've taken on them with the individual bindings and stuff, but It's also clear that it takes a lot out of you going for the... I missed. I just heal when I didn't need to. How did that not take you out? I know I'm getting impatient, but I still think it's disrespectful to be using spells against a nail user. Okay. Oh, I ran out of soul? Safe there.
Spinner.
YouTube for some time. Okay. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Kurumi.
Showing disrespect again by using spells instead of the nail. So I just dashed right into. Gamers, are you upset? I wouldn't say upset. I'm just at that point where I'm getting bored. I've been at this for a bit of a while now, and just losing to the same thing over and over again. And it gets to that point where I'm just left questioning if this is really worth my time. I'm just at that point where I'm bored and not sure if I'm really having fun anymore. Okay, that's not a good idea. Okay, clearly a bed shriek is not a good idea. Because now I'm out of lifeblood. At a point where I really want to have some lifeblood. Are you upset? I mean, I guess you could consider me upset after what I've been through today. I mean, nothing bad happened today, it's just that I've been at this for a while now, and I'm at that point where I'm bored. Alright, here we go. That counted as a hit? Ah, Shade Cloak didn't reactivate fast enough. No. Well, I've had enough. I'm a good player at this with, you know, I was able to get through it, a lot of challenges here, but I'm certain that with enough time I could eventually pull it off, but at this point I'm just bored. So, yeah, I think I'm ready to be done with this game for the night. I suppose if we still want to play something else for the rest of the stream, or see if there's anything going on. Maybe I could like whip out like some undercards or something. That was I would love it if there was maybe a checkpoint or something, but you have to do that like 22 bosses for another shot at the collector. All with bindings. And I'm at the point where it's like taking on plenty of hard challenges, but this feels unfair. First off, let me see who was live to see if it might be more interesting to... Oh, hey! Slump Neko is currently playing some Hollow Knight. Why don't I raid them? Sure, it would be nice for them to have a raid. Let's see, where are they here? It's been a bit of a while, so I don't know how long it's been since the last time they played Hollow Knight. Unless I'm gonna raid them on Twitch. Well, maybe offline we can do some undercards. You can try... Wait, TD? Wait, what's TD? I'm a bit confused as of what TD is. Why didn't I open up Discord? Oh yeah, I had to send that one thing to... Yeah, I remember now. Anyway. Preparing raid on Twitch. I mean... I suppose if you really want to see something for undercards... I suppose I could show you my current setup and like where I am. If you really want to see where I am in this game. Which, okay, no interesting quests activated at the moment. The next mid-season quest starts tomorrow. Where's my... Here it is. And I gotta change the skin. Oh wait, no, never mind. TD is Toho 3. Since it's easier than most of your... I mean, at this late at night, though, I'm not quite in the mood for it. So I have played quite a bit offline here. Managed to, as always, build up friendship and stuff with my cards. It's some pretty high levels, and I'm pretty sure I'm at the point where I've got a pretty good amount of dust, I think. Yeah, 2,200 dust. I got enough dust now for probably another legendary. Because I know there's some pretty good legendaries here. Let's see here. What would be a good option to go with? Because, I mean, lots of legendaries are good. I mean, I've seen quite a few people use Flowey. Snowell's kind of... What exactly is the Snowgrave card like? If it's the first time you cast this, silence and kill a monster. Fill your hand with ice crystals with its attack and HP. Oh, so that could be useful if there's like a strong monster on the field. Flowey, Papyrus, Muffet are pretty good. I mean, I know I have like, what was it, Cool Papyrus? But yeah, definitely any one of those seem like they'd be pretty good. And yeah, I've definitely seen Muffet be a bit of a dangerous one to add a spider croissant to your hand, add a spider croissant to your deck, turn end, add another spider donut. Yeah, this could be useful if I'm like desperate for like some more cards or something. I could also go with Mettaton Neo if I wanted to. I mean, I know Mettaton Neo has a few weaknesses, but being able to have a card that does is able to take out all monsters or deal high damage to my opponent could be useful in the right scenarios. There's a lot of good cards. Summon a 5/5 rare wire that catches that monster. Score kill all damaged monsters. Also, there's Placeholder Chris. I've seen Placeholder Chris be kind of an annoying card to deal with. Oh, there's also Undyne. Deal 8 damage, randomly split among enemy monsters. Summon it. Spear with base stats equal to damage not dealt. Spider Donut is a taunt, which also heals itself and you. Alright. Oh, you're right, it is. Alright then, let's craft Muffet then. So let's see here. Looking through my current deck, once again, I'm going to have to think of a current card to get rid of. I got Pie, Echo Flower, the Soothing Spell, Hathy, Magic, Painting, Burger Simp, Business Dude, Echo Fish, Gift Bear, Long Sink, the Jester card, that's a good silencer, Alfie's, the Cafe Jukebox, Hot Dog Harpy, regular jukebox, the Rock, Sands, Space Cooler. I found Space Cooler to be a fairly useful card in the right scenario. We got Hot Dog, Vulcan. I'm sort of finding these particular cards that are just simple damage dealers or simply buffing up a monster to be less and less useful. So why don't we get rid of Hot Dog Vulcan? In replacement of our new legendary. And let's take this card for a spin. If there's even any opponents available at this time, which, from what I can tell, there is currently not. Okay, nope. Alright, I'm gonna end stream there. Okay, back to the initial plan. We were going to raid Slump Neko over on Twitch. So, that being said, I think moving forward when it comes to challenge streams, I'll probably be focusing it more towards the Touhou extra stages, then, eventually moving on to the next Touhou games. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do things in terms of managing some stuff, and I don't exactly know how many more streams I'll be getting in this week, because I know that this is, of course, Thanksgiving weekend, which is an American holiday where we sort of feast and, try to be thankful for things, and I'd say, despite the difficulties I've had recently, there's quite a lot I'm thankful for. So, with that being said, though to be honest, I don't have much information about New's fight. Is that like a Touhou boss? Oh yeah, New was the Touhou 12 extra stage. That's right, boss. That's right. Alright, well anyway, with that being said, I'd say this was a great stream, and until next time, thank you everyone for watching, and if you enjoyed this stream and wish to see more, Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone! Alright, let's begin the raid.